Oh, yes, it is that time. Finance Friday with our pal Dave Schurman of FirstOntario Credit Union. And Dave, did you bring all these decorations? Did you decoration
I came in early this morning. I hope you appreciate the poinsettia and the tree.
Oh, wow, you've outdone yourself.
And start shopping for my gift, too.
Well, look at this little blanket that I got you're sitting on, too. Okay, November is Financial Literacy Month. So tell us about this year's theme, Dave. It's called Make Change That Counts, Managing Your Money in a Changing World.
Yeah, like Financial Literacy Month started in 2011 by the federal government through an agency called the Financial Consumer Agency of Canada. And the reason they did is because Canadians in surveys were answering not very well in surveys on their own personal finances. So Financial Literacy Month was created. The theme is a little bit different every year. And this year in Managing Your Money in a Changing World is very appropriate given that interest rates have doubled this year. Cost of living through inflation, everything's costing us more money. So people have to adapt. You need to be resilient in any type of change. Do things a little bit differently. Maybe cut back on spending, change your budget up a little bit. So it's really important. And finances, your personal finances is important. You can stress out about it.
Where we pick up our financial habits is interesting too. That you have a survey that kind of asks people that.
Yeah, Leger survey, very interesting. And it shouldn't be surprising actually, but when you read it, oh wow. More than 54%, well, about 54% of Canadians answered that their parents did not do a good job. They weren't proactive in teaching them about money and teaching them about budgeting. And then further than that, even a higher percentage said that they take on the habits of their parents when it comes to money.
I don't know why. Why do you think that is? Like, why do we not talk to our kids about finance? And not that we don't talk about it. It's almost like a taboo topic. Or we're just, as kids growing up, we're just kind of following our parents and what they do?
Yeah, I mean, kids are sponges, right? We don't know that they're watching or they're listening, but they do. They pick up everything. And we know that, kids become part of their parents. They take on those habits. So if you're stressing out about money at home, if you're arguing about money at home, if you're constantly behind on things, kids are going to notice that, and they'll pick up those habits. On the flip side, if you're managing money well, if you're talking to your kids about money and about budgeting, they'll start to pick up those habits.
Yeah. So what about the importance of budgeting? Yeah, to financial literacy and financial wellness.
Critical, and we do talk about it on Finance Friday a lot, and that's why, because it is the single most important thing in keeping track is budgeting. It's like a plan. It's like a roadmap. You create it. So you're more apt to stay on track with your bills. You're more apt to pay debt down on time. You're more apt to be saving for those important things. People that don't budget, funny enough, they're not paying their bills on time a lot, and they're also borrowing many months in order to just pay regular living expenses.
Yeah. What were your kids like growing up as a kid, having a dad in the finance world? It's like, did they follow your lead in a lot of things?
I think they did. I hope they did.
Yeah.
But again, we do become our parents, and I'm constantly talking about money things.
Right.
And,
well, my kids are obviously a little bit younger, and they each have their piggy bank, and they like having their own piggy bank, and then I guess that's where it can start, right? But just having the piggy bank and putting money in there and saving money and using it appropriately, and then they do want to buy their own things, right? Starting at a young age.
And just talking about it at home, that helps.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks to First Ontario for once again supporting our CHCH Christmas Toy Drive. It's such an important cause, so easy to viewers to e-transfer to Toy Drive at CHCH. You can also email your financial questions or a topic you want covered by Dave. Email to financefriday@firstontario.com or get in touch through Twitter @finance_Friday. If your question or topic is covered on air, you can win a gift card from a local business in your community. You, sir, have a fabulous weekend, and we'll see you at the next Finance Friday.
You too, Timmer.